That means something is fishy. Something is going on. That means the tax reform now is not going to be carried the way it should. It's not going to actually work out in the favor of the masses. They're going to put it and marginalize it as usual, manipulate it and maneuver it as usual in their own favor, not in the favor of the masses.
After making all the home out in this life, and finally they still go ahead and betray the people of the north. What is your take as regards this?
Yeah, good morning, good afternoon, good night, and wherever you are watching us from. Good evening. I remember humble self-evangelist Benjamin Johnson is the Biafran evangelist that always speak the truth on this platform and any platform where you can watch me or you see me. Now listen and listen very, very good. Today, the northern youth are angry over the disappointment that they got or get from their leaders, and the politicians as in their governors. Arewa youth are reacting against their leader. That is the Finaly youth, which are the Arewas, are now reacting against their political jagabars, political boss, their voice in the government. You understand? They are reacting based on them now accepting tax reform after the meeting that they had with Bola Ahmed Tinubu, president of Nigeria. Are you getting it? They now decided to do what? To agree with him. Now, Mr. President met the leaders of the North, of the Fulanis, and he had a series of meeting and discussion with them, which at the end of the day, they arrive and they reach at a point that, you know, they come to have the understanding of what the tax reform is all about. But at the same time, let me tell you, my brother, what makes them that was reacting, and they were reacting before, acting and they kind of not being happy, not ready to accept it. Now they are not accepting it after this kind of meeting. Definitely something is fishy, my brother. There is something that behind it. There is something that is in the tunnel. Although they didn't disclose it, but it remains secret within them. Let me tell you, this tax reform they are talking about, you know, I have already said this thing, that Nigerian government doesn't do anything that they are not going to stand to benefit more. And they are not doing anything that will benefit the people. They always do things that will benefit only them and them alone, because they don't care about you and they don't care about me. They don't care about us. You understand? So for the northern politicians today, coming in agreement with what they have rejected for months now, they are coming to our, are you getting it? Both to the traitors that have threatened the government, threatened the people, are you getting it? The clergies and the indifferent diaspora are coming back now to accept. That means something is fishy. Yeah, that means something is fishy. Something is going on. That means the tax reform now is not going to be carried the way it should. It's not going to actually work out in the favor of the masses. They're going to put it and marginalize it as usual, manipulate it and maneuver it as usual in their own favor, not in the favor of the masses. As we, the masses, the people, are thinking, that is not how it will go. That is what my point of view on this. And another thing is this: for the northern youth, the Arewas are standing up now, meaning that they themselves too are being betrayed by their leaders. And that means their leaders did not, in the first place, interpret it well to them. You understand? So what they are seeing or what they believe is not what they are seeing. So they are seeing another different thing. And they are being surprised that these people, you act differently from what you have told us.
The words and the action don't tally.
Are you getting it? The action, the angle that you people are coming is completely different from what you people have told us that we believe and which we stand upon. So you people have betrayed us. You understand? It's like when you ask a child, oh yeah, go and thief. and the child went and thief, and they turn back and they ask, and people are pursuing you, not deny, the child will be highly disappointed, and the child will start to look at you with different eyes. You understand? And a lot of things will begin to go on in the mind of that child. You understand? And I don't think a reasonable child tomorrow, if you call that same child and tell that child something, that child, I don't think he will agree with you. He will look you twice. This person telling me this, are you sure it's, or let it not be like the one that the memory will refresh back. You understand? So the Northerners have finally betrayed their youth, and their youth has finally come out to air their view, their anger, and I am happy as it's going.
Them fighting their
Them
leaders.
fighting their leader.
Okay, but we've seen Babajide Sanwo-Olu, the Lagos governor, come out and say that prior to now, the northern governors or politicians didn't understand the tax reform, in a way they should. That now there's clarity. Do you think that someone is saying the truth, or is it that
Yeah,
they secretly they've already agreed on one or two things before they?
I have said before now, my brother, believe you me. Believe you me, I don't just speak. Like what you are saying, I've gone through it, a brief. You understand? What I come in conclusion is this. The Northerners in the first place, not that they did not understand. They understand it. But the true fact now is this. They have come in agreement with Mr. President on how the tax reform will go when it comes to the North. You understand? So the way it will go in the East is not the way it will go in the West. And it's not the same way it will go in the North. So the Northerners have come to realize, to agree, not to Northerners rather, because they are the one that kicked against it. Mr. President have come to reach an agreement with them. They have reached an agreement terms with them based on tax reform. And that is what calmed them down. I've told you people before that these people put Bola Ahmed Tinubu there. They are the one controlling. They are the one doing. And I told you people, they say he's a Jagaba, is this one. He said that reform. I say, Baba, he said it, but they cannot stand it. The heat.
So until the northern politicians say
until when Northerners say go ahead, that's when it will go ahead. What is happening now? It is not that they agree that the whole thing will start war. I told you people before, and you argue, you disagree, you never agreed with me. Now is what is happening. He has to go to them and reach terms with them. And the ones they agree now, watch out what will happen now. Soon they will sign it. And I told you people that they will sign everything that will be of favor to them. Anything that goes against them, they can never sign it. They will argue with it. So, and that is why, for how long shall we continue in this? Some particular set of people in the country deciding and dictating what will happen and what will not happen. For what? And when they themselves come to the power, they don't send you message. They do everything that they want to do and they'll still get away with it. And why? They say, Bola Ahmed Tinubu is a Nigerian Muslim. This one can't leave that thing. Now Lagos, this one Abuja, and this one Nigeria. He don't meet people where put on there, then dictate for him. Baba and he fall. I said it before, until he fall, and he will definitely fall. Forget a man when they display, they stand there. Why did you now hold the meeting? And now they only hold the meeting. They did not even tell us. You understand? Exactly the cocoa of the meeting, the outcome of the meeting. The only thing that come out that the Northerners have agreed the tax reform. What happened before the Hana agreed? What did you tell them? What do you people discuss? At what rent do you people discuss it? And what did you have arrived and conclude before they now admit?
maybe they are still keeping a secret.
Definitely it will remain secret. definitely it will remain secretive, because if any eventuality that kind of those things leak up, definitely, if you leak up, everybody will, hey, it will be a kind of, just like I said, Bola Ahmed Tinubu don't fall, and indirectly has fall to them.
But if you look at it critically, do you think that the northern politicians, do you think that they really betrayed the northern youth, and at the same time, do you not think they accepted it based on their selfish interest? Because we know that these people don't do anything to
Let
us.
me tell you, yes, in the first place, northerners are being ruled by their leaders, and they themselves doesn't have foresight, and they don't think. You understand me? They don't think. They are just like when someone person just come, muja dia muje, go. You understand? They go. They don't think and they don't look back. They don't think otherwise. So that's why I said that why they are reacting now is that the muje their oga tell them to muje, which they follow. Eh? The same oga did not even tell them to stop before reaching an agreement terms with Bola Ahmed Tinubu. You understand? So it was a shock and a surprise to them. That was why they reacted. Of which later now, their leaders will still call them. You understand? Based on what the agreement they had with the president. Baba, it no go affect you as usual. You understand? You continue to benefit. So calm down. They will calm down.
So now, with although we don't know what they agreed on, but
Yes.
do you not think that what Tinubu is or what the tax reform is offering as regards to the north, do you think that it will offer them good things? That's why they are.
Baba, let me tell you, there is another thing that just comment that just refreshing my memory now. This tax reform, this thing may only exist in the west and the east. It may not exist there. There is every tendency of it not exist there. Could you could you believe that SARS did not exist in the north, but it existed here and the east? You understand? And that's it. So there are so many things that exist here and there and the east that doesn't exist there. Yes, there are different countries with a different mentality, with a different constitution. Sharia, that is their own. You understand? That is their own law. Your own Nigerian law doesn't exist there. Yes. Okay. For example, now in 2023, 2 years ago, they say monetary this thing. That time they said use your money and buy your money. You know that kind. Before the election. You understand me? They say na monetary clinic. You understand? And they come up again, say old money must is suspended except the new money. The northerners are collecting old money, selling their goods. It's only the westerners here and the easterners are not collecting the money. They are the ones that are not spending the money. Some even lost a lot of millions because they have old money with them. Even the one that have some at home. You understand? We saw a video where somebody carry keke marwa, 1,000 notes, old money, inside Ghana must go, enter a place inside Lagos and dump it. And people drag and some people reject it, ignore it because they say the old money will no longer in existence. But today we are using it. And northerners are busy collecting the money. Go to North, Erofai said, bring the money, we use it. Even when the court will say that we should extend it, the West here, we always claim we are wise, whereas we are fools. We fool ourselves in the name of following Nigerian law. The governors of the West and the East, I don't know what is wrong with them. Go to the North, the laws they are imposing only exist here. It doesn't exist there. And that is why I am saying what I have said.
Okay, that's what you said.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. How do you think this will make the Igbos feel with the current, location of Ngozi Orabuezi?
Yes, of course. Ngozi Orabueze is an influential woman in US, and right now she has taken a step to prove to the world that what she has been saying, she's not only saying it by now. Mind you, for the sake of the viewers that are going to watch this video, why Samuel Ekpan has to pick that woman as a chief of staff. He knows that that woman has influence in US. And that's what the woman have come for the world to know. As I talk to you, she's in the state of Georgia, Atlanta right now, saying it to the world that Donald Trump recognized her. She is going to convince Donald Trump with her influence to make sure Donald Trump recognize Biafra. And that's what we are seeing right now. Next tomorrow is Donald Trump inaugurations. The Igbos, the Biafran, they are excited because they believe with the influence of Dr. Orabueze that Donald Trump is going to intervene, that the injustice, most especially detaining Mazi Nnamdi Kanu over 5 to 6 years right now, for Nigeria government refuse to release him, that is uncalled for. The Donald Trump that you and I know that he hates injustice, he doesn't allow it. He's going to speak concerning it, and that's what she's there for, to convince the message of Biafra to Donald Trump.
Convey the message. Okay, but we know that for a fact that Suzy Willie, former lobbyist for Biafra, that who worked with Nnamdi Kanu, has assumed as the chief of staff for Biafra. So, do you not think with her connection, just like you said, do you not think that working with Suzy Willie, do you not think Biafra is sacrosanct?
Yeah, for me, I'm not a Biafran, but they say everything work for good for them that love the Lord. Don't forget Biafrans, majority of them, they are Christians. They believe that their ancestors is from Israel. And you see what Donald Trump did in his first tenure, how he moved the capital to Jerusalem in Israel. So who tells you, you see that everything is working in Biafra favor as I speak to you. For the chief of staff of Donald Trump now to be a former Biafran mouthpiece when he talks about the law, he tells you that something is going to be done, because whatever a chief of staff will tell the president might likely attend to that case. That's why you see Biafrans all over the world, they are happy. That is as if the time they have been waiting for, they have come. And they feel that right now, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can only be delayed, but the truth cannot be denied.
The truth cannot be denied. But we think Trump, when he was president of America, come out to tell Tinubu or to warn him that as against the killing of innocent civilians there in the east and also in the northern part of Nigeria. So, but do you think that him coming again to power, do you think that finally is coming to set the captive or captured country that wants to gain their freedom? Do you think that is going to, because a lot of people have come out and said Trump is set to fight for countries wanting their own freedom? Do you think that Trump has what it takes to make it happen for them?
Yes, of course. The Trump that I know, he wants even the blacks to leave America. And so the chief of staff will tell him that, Mr. President, if you want to achieve, because if you see majority black people from Nigeria that are in America are Igbos, he will tell the chief of staff might likely convince Mr. President Donald Trump that he should put effort to make sure that the Biafra have their freedom. By doing so, many Igbos might leave America and go and develop their regions. And with that, Donald Trump might act. Don't forget that Donald Trump hates injustice. Donald Trump have seen the way they are killing people in Southeast. You've said it by your mouth that Donald Trump have said it. That the killing in the Southeast, in Buhari, that killing in Southeast is not acceptable, because Donald Trump don't hide his feelings. Donald Trump is a Christian to the core. He has said America that anything gay, anything that is abnormal, that is not glorifying God, is going to stop it in America. Then, what is going on in Southeast, as Biafrans are pushing on a daily basis, if he gets to the table of Donald Trump might react. And you know that when Donald Trump reacts, the world will react.
Okay, but do you think that if Donald Trump were to for the second time, do you think if he had assumed office, during the second term, or do you think that Nnamdi Kanu should have been freed by now?
I believe that if Donald Trump were to be Joe Biden, Donald Trump, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will have not been in Nigeria custody by now. No matter how stubborn Buhari is, he will have let Buhari know. Don't forget that if this, there are circulation then that the Buhari is dead, that is Jubrin that is ruling Nigeria. It's truly because even the UK, they take their news and they said there's a way they construct it. So if truly it's true that the government of the day are covering it, that truly Buhari is no more, the Donald Trump I know will reveal the secret. And once he reveal that secret, my brother, Gary go. Once water don't pass Gary, everything goes scatter because there is no fire without smoke. And once it has been confirmed that the Buhari we know is no more, that the prince of Sudan is the one that rules Nigeria. I tell you, what are the middle belt, the Yorubas, everybody who are believing in one Nigeria, they will allow the Fulani to go. Everybody to go their own way. And by then, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be released. Don't be surprised that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu holding in the custody of DSS, God have a hand in it. When the children of Israel were fighting, Pharaoh thought that he was the one doing the children of Israel, or knowing that it was God that hiding the heart of Pharaoh. It could be that God has orchestrated the stay of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the DSS study, because a freedom fighter, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a freedom fighter, and God knows that if he come out, Biafra, the sun is going to shine, and he's delaying it. Who might know this Donald Trump time might be the time that the sun of Biafra will shine.
But we saw Tinubu in Enugu just recently with Pitamba. But Pitamba, had the heart to make things happen for Nnamdi Kanu. Do you not think he should be in that conference, telling Tinubu to give Nnamdi Kanu what he deserves by releasing him?
The average Biafra leaders, most especially the governors and the senators, are self-centered. They are only there for their pockets. Don't forget that if you interview any Igbo man, he will tell you that the governors, most of the governors, apart from the governor of Abia State, are imposters from the Fulanis in order for them to carry their mehems in Southeast. And that's why whoever that give you a job, you do all your possible best to protect the interests of your boss. And that's what the governors of the Southeast are doing. Don't forget that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a threat to them. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu coming out today, that means they have totally lose it all. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still under the custody of DSS, yet the sit at home of every Monday they are still observing it. If he now come out and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu dey with the power invested in me as Biafra leader, I shut down Southeast, no business in 30 days. My dear brother, average Igbos will obey Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is the fear. The governors, that is the fear. The senators are afraid. Why? They don't want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to release. I keep telling all the Igbos that I know, it is not President Bola Ahmed Tinubu that is holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The original people that is holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu are the governors